Excellent stuff. Well, I'm absolutely delighted to be joined by Sal Vitro. And I suppose the obvious question is, are you Sopranos fans?
Massive Sopranos
Just
fans.
a bit, yeah.
I suppose for the listeners who obviously don't know who Sal Vitro is, he's, I suppose, a prominent character in The Sopranos in the early days.
Yeah, semi-prominent, I'd say.
Semi-prominent, yeah. So that's obviously where you got the name from, I'm assuming.
Yeah, well, himself kind of had a bit of a moment of clarity.
We were looking for a new band name, and I just called down to his house one time, and I was like, really excited, I have a name for the band, and it was kind of like, we said, he goes, yeah, I have one too, and we said at the same time, Sal Vitro. I was like, whoa.
That's it's fate.
We were heavy into our Sopranos at that stage.
Cool. So obviously, I suppose in terms of longevity, you're quite a new band. You're only going since about early kind of 2011. Yeah. How did the band as a whole get together? Like, you know, I mean, obviously Rourke is the newest member. You're 6 months. Yeah.
You don't look like a baby.
It's coming back.
Well, like, we've all kind of been, although Sal Vitro as it is fairly new, we've all been playing in various different projects and stuff for years. Like myself and all, we've played together for...
You were originally Roadrunner.
Yeah,
I remember Roadrunner quite well, yeah.
6 or 7 years now.
I think I saw Eamon Doran's, I think there was a Roadrunner gig at one stage.
I do remember them are bad reasons.
No, it's just some good nights, Eamon Doran's.
Yeah, that was probably one of them Tuesdays.
Trash on Tuesdays with Trev Radiator, yeah. So obviously you've all been in bands at some stage, but you know, Sal Vitro is the latest project, if you like.
Yeah, Sal Vitro kind of started when we came together with Cuddy, and it was still kind of Roadrunner. Cuddy came in,
turning in towards Sal Vitro, I think.
Yeah, but when Cuddy kind of came on board, the sound changed a bit. We got a bit funkier and a bit heavier. Seems like a bit of a contradiction, but you know what I mean. But yeah, we kind of felt that we needed to draw a line under the whole Roadrunner thing and just start afresh as Sal Vitro, and then it's been. And in terms of
obviously,
ever since.
Obviously you're a bit of a mixed bag. You have obviously your own sound, but there's elements of blues there. There's elements of funk. Obviously there's rock there. There's even elements of, I suppose, bluegrass. You know, in terms of kind of the sound of, you know, guitar sound. Is that because you know your own influences or a collective influence thing? Is it?
I think it's just because you know, when we write songs, we kind of think of melody. With melody in mind, and just playing the standard 12-bar shuffle. Shuffle, you know. So that's we always think hard about how our songs are gonna be arranged and how the chorus can stand out from the verses, that kind of thing. And I think we're doing all right.
So it's a more organic approach than, you know, kind of trying to rip someone else off.
Yeah. Exactly, yeah.
That happens as well.
Obviously you have to have your influences.
In some way, though.
Yeah, I think it is kind of like that as well, because we do all have quite different influences. Like we have the same chorus, like, you know, the kind of standard, you know, The Who, Led Zeppelin, Stone Roses, that, you know, that kind of thing. But then outside
and people worry sometimes by saying, oh, you know, well, I say that, but it just shows you they've influenced anyone. It doesn't matter what kind of genre.
Absolutely. Like, and you know, then outside of that, you know, say like at the moment I'd be listening to a lot of kind of New Orleans kind of funky blues,
Louisiana blues,
and that kind of thing. I'd like where, you know, like Rourke would have been a big like Soundgarden kind of Audio Slave fan, which I never would have really got into. But it just when it all comes. And
then obviously, when you kind of sit down and you kind of draw on each other's influences as well, which is always a good thing. Cool. You're going to do 3 tracks tonight. I'm glad. Well, maybe 4. We'll see how the time goes. You're going to start off with any particular one you want to do? Yeah, well, it's a newish one that we've been doing. It's a song by a few friends of ours, transvestite and ex-prostitute and people, you know, people like that. This sounds interesting. I'm gonna find out more about where this came about after the song. What's it called? It's called The Doomed Romance of Tricky Tessa and Juicin Jeremiah. Okay, I'll try and remember that one. It's a bit of a no-full.
Jeremiah for sure.
Rock was calling it Germany from the end. Jeremy.
Obviously you're a Pearl Jam fan, is that what it was? Take it away, guys, when you're ready. Juicin Jeremiah was a man of many faces. Spent hour after hour in Herculean oasis, polishing his armory of muscle till it pained. His views kept getting shorter with every passing day. A tricky Tessa had a past that she preferred to hide. Gave up a life of crime to be old Jeremiah's bride. With mini skirts and high heel shoes and a dash of cheap perfume, she still loved
looks from all the boys in the ballroom. Alas, no chance, you're out of luck. A crazy crook was all it took. Now Tessa had a real big fan of truth. She had a few, but one fiend in particular admired her more than the poor girl knew. Officer Olivier locked up the county jail. His wife had left him years ago for a man released on bail. So one night in his lonesomeness, Ollie followed Tessa home. He couldn't fight the lust no more, and he just lost control. Creeping around the back, he saw that it was laundry day, and without thinking, started pinching Tessa's negligee. Alas, no chance, you're out of luck. A crazy crook was all it took. And it's a simple story of jealousy and honey, no good rapper, prison guides, of lust and aggravation, a voyeur's adulation of a girl that tried to hide. This officer was no gentleman. He undressed right there, squeezed himself oh so snugly right into Tessa's underwear. He hid back in the bushes just, you know, to see what he could see, until Jeremiah heard that fool giggling with glee. And picking up a barbell, Jerry raced into the yard, and you know that he beat most of the life out of that disturbed prison guard. Ollie woke in hospital, down one brain cell or two, and as you can imagine, he had some explaining to do. Alas, no chance, you're out of luck. A crazy crook was all it took. And it's a simple story of jealousy and honey, no good rapper, prison guides, of lust and aggravation, a voyeur's adulation of a girl that tried to hide. Jeremiah sits on death row, attempted murder in the first, and Tessa went right back to tricking when the bubble burst. On Jeremiah's judgment day, the gods, they played a trick. 'Cause wouldn't you believe it, good old Ollie pulled the switch.
Jeremiah, well, for the purposes of the interview, because I'll never remember the actual full title, so you have to tell us the story. You can't, you know, say the name of it and not tell us exactly what it's about and how it came about.
I can't say too much. It's
post watershed, is it?
Half fiction. So
okay.
Can't be.
I'm assuming there was drink involved.
There was a little bit of drink involved.
Or
yeah.
stuff.
Charlie was involved. That's what I was.
We just can't say which band member.
And there was real life transvestites used.
That's the video for that one will be an interesting one.
That's the next one. Speaking of videos, obviously It's Not Love is doing wonders on YouTube at the moment, and I was very, very impressed. And we were discussing amongst ourselves off there. Obviously, chicks with crowbars is kind of it kind of draws the viewers in, I suppose, is a fair assessment of it. Tell us a little about the video. You were saying it was shot in Strabally. Obviously, people who know Strabally probably know for the Electric Picnic.
Yeah, it was shot down there. We did it with a fantastic production company, Curview Productions. Can't say enough about the lads. And yeah, it was shot down on location down in Strabally, and it's like kind of artists. Complex kind of thing.
It looks like a warehouse, obviously, if you from like the video itself.
Yeah.
It probably is a warehouse.
Well, I'd imagine no one would be using it by the looks of it.
Yeah, or I think it used to be some kind of it used to be an old mill or something, and then they kind of converted it into an open gallery, but there's nothing really on there at the moment. So, I don't know where.
And is that your first, I suppose, full length? You know, obviously there's a lot of live videos up online. Is that the first probably one that you've had kind of commissioned, if you like?
No, we have another one. We did it for the EP that we released back in August in 2011 for the track Strange Friends and Peculiar Enemies. We did a video for that as well. Where was that done?
We did that factory. Just beside the Grand Canal Dock there.
I know it there, yeah, cool.
So
with Kevolution.
Yeah.
Shout in there.
A friend from my class in college, he said he'd do it. Like, so.
Up and coming filmmaker as well. He's got a short film.
I suppose I ask a lot of bands, how do you find the recording process as opposed to the studio recording? How do you find shooting videos? It's quite tough, you know.
I found the last one fairly tough. I spent the first 3 hours getting dragged out of the back of the car.
A few times.
Yeah.
So you're repeating it over and over again. It's grand once, but when you do it 10 times.
Yeah, the first time was a bit of crack, like a bit of novelty, but that wears off fairly soon. Like.
It is very time consuming, you know, doing the performance shots and all that. And you do kind of get tired at the end of it, but it's all worth it.
They did, like.
What do you prefer, recording in studio or recording videos?
Neither.
Seriously?
I know, we're getting better at recording in the studio. At first we were kind of, just kind of quite new to the whole experience.
It is tough. Like, people don't understand. They think you just go in and you play the song and that's it. It's recorded. They don't understand what goes on behind the scenes.
People say recording costs are coming down. They're not.
They're not.
So you're in there for a day or whatever, rushing to get a song done, and you don't have enough time.
Yeah.
But you do the best you can.
See, recording costs are always really high in Ireland, and they've come down to, which is still above the EU level probably at this stage. But no, it is. And obviously, depending on what kind of format, if it's audio, if it's analog or digital, it has an impact. And then obviously you have mastering and stuff like that. I don't think people understand. And you're trying to explain it to them, they're like, yeah, but you just go into a studio. But your album is almost ready, I'm hearing.
It's in the pre-production stages at the moment.
It's pretty much written. But it's just the case again of finding the right studio as well.
But you haven't decided?
Well, actually, Sharon Shannon, the trad musician, the accordion player, her manager kind of saw us and got in touch with us and said he'd be happy to have us play down in her studio. She has a studio down in Galway.
That's right, in Connemara somewhere, isn't it?
Somewhere that neck of the woods anyway. So he said he'd be happy to have us down and record there. So,
and it's a residential setup, which is, I suppose, it's easier on you guys. You know what I mean? It's when you're recording kind of in the city centre. You know, there's that added pressure of. You know what I mean? You're drawing together in a small studio, you know what I mean? And then you have to get in and record, I suppose, as well.
Yeah, well, a lot of places that we've been in, there's been kind of chill-out rooms. Like, they kind of try and make it as homey as possible.
Well, that's it. I think that's a key element of, a decent recording studio. And then, obviously, you have to get on to the next step and find a producer.
Yeah,
that'd be...
I think that's
so is Sharon Shannon going to produce it?
No, probably not Sharon, but the engineer that she works with, Leon O'Neill, he'll more than likely be working on it. He'll probably be engineering the sessions, I'd imagine. So we're kind of just looking into getting a producer to produce them as well.
Excellent.
At the moment, that's kind of the next step.
And is it going to be hard copy format, or is it going to be an online release, or both?
I think it'll probably be hard copy.
Yeah, I think people appreciate it more. I know, like, especially, I suppose, doing the sessions, when we get it, you get the MP3s in, it's great, and we always do play them, but there's nothing like a nice CD copy, is it?
Yeah, I think you kind of...
For the purists.
Whatever, like with the single, with the It's Not Love single that we just released, we just did that as a digital download.
And it's free, which is brilliant, you know what I mean?
And the whole EP that we did is for free as well, but with the album, I think if you're doing 11 or 12 songs, you want to...
you want something, to shout to the grandkids.
Exactly, or just something that you can hold in your hand at the end of however long it takes, like, hopefully not too long.
And in terms of the actual album itself, have you earmarked a date for release, or is it just... Depends on how the recording go.
It depends on how the recording go, but I think we'd all be hoping the end of the summer.
See, all the songs are written, so it's just a case of kind of, as you said,
nailing them down. And what way would you record them individually, or do you just get in live? When I say live,
we did. We were kind of doing it individually, or doing bass and drums and adding layers, but I don't think it really suits us.
Some bands, I think, we'd Crowback Chicken in a couple of weeks ago, and they said the exact same thing, believe it or not. You're playing with the lads soon.
Yeah, we're playing with two.
And they said it's the type of band we are, and I think that's a great, all the great bands that is the Stone Roses done it, the Rolling Stones, Beatles, the Who done it, and it's. I think people are kind of going back to, older kind of recording techniques.
Yeah, I think you can. Obviously get the very polished kind of sound if you're doing everything.
But who wants to have a polished? Yeah, that's it.
That was the feeling, I think, especially kind of playing like the funkier or the bluesier kind of numbers, you need that feeling there. Else
you want to hear the strings, you want to hear, you know, even the little mistakes and stuff like that. That's how it's the great thing about it.
Yeah.
Cool. You're going to do another track. This isn't about transvestites, or is it?
All of the whole album is going to be about transvestites.
What's this one called?
It's called The Getting Older Cassonova.
Take it away, guys.
Well, he's taking off his ring now as he walks on through the door, and every little lady shaking on the dance floor, laughing to his friends as he loosens up his tie. So getting older Casanova, one thing on his mind. Stringing lines together, yeah, but talking ain't no sin. The spotlight keeps reflecting where his hair is going thin. Oh, you girls are all so rude, why won't you have a drink? Your wife is gone till Sunday, back to my place, what you think? Still thinks that he is young enough, but his money just won't go far enough. And while his little cat's away, then this rag can play. I think this scene has changed a bit from his day. Beyond your way, and beyond your way, take the hint and hide your face. Beyond your way, and beyond your way. Beyond your way, beyond your way, take the hint and hide your face. Beyond your way, and beyond your way. I'm taking off my ring now as I walk on through the door, eyeing every little lady shaking on the dance floor. Laughing to my friends, I loosen up my tie. I'm a getting older Casanova, one thing on my mind. On my mind. Still thinks that he is young enough, but his money just won't go far enough. While his little cat's away, then his rag can play. I think this scene has changed a bit from his day. Beyond your way, and beyond your way, take the hint and hide your face. Beyond your way, and beyond your way, yeah. Beyond your way, and beyond your way, take the hint and hide your face. Beyond your way, beyond your way.
Yes, still joined by Sal Vitro. And before the ad there, he's done The Getting Older Casanova. Pretty cool track.
Well, thanks, man.
And obviously, I was just saying, we were just talking off air, you are quite busy this summer, with gigs wise.
Yep.
You're playing tomorrow night.
Yeah, we are.
Friday, just in case. Friday, lads. Friday, I think it's May, 4th of May.
We're in the Gypsy Rose tomorrow night, playing with the band Beer.
Yes,
who are
yeah,
you have to check them out. Armenian rock.
They're just
at its best.
Everyone was talking about them in Dublin. They are the if you like, inform band at the moment.
Oh, definitely.
And I've seen them live. They are pretty cool.
Yeah, they're amazing.
Yeah, we did a gig with them a couple of weeks ago. We supported them, and they're delighted that they're asking us back.
Yeah,
just had an absolute blast playing with them. Like,
it's a shame that they're only here till October, isn't it?
Yeah, we'll have to get some kind of petition going.
Yeah.
Like,
get them visas.
Actually, no, they're
or something.
too good. Get them to
Yeah. They're taking all the gigs because they will literally gig anywhere.
Yeah.
Including car boot sales. Yeah. Apparently last Sunday, yeah. But obviously you're playing with Crow Black Chicken at their album launch as well, which is a biggie.
Yeah, when's that, the end of May? Or June the 1st,
yeah.
That's down in Cork.
That's the bank holiday weekend.
Seeing Fred
Zeppelins.
What a place. It's their kind of version of Fibbers, isn't it, really?
I've never
You've never played it?
Down, no.
You'll enjoy it. It's a mad crowd.
Yeah.
Just keep your amps well away from the side of the stage, because people generally get up and turn the amps up. I'm not lying.
Oh, you'll love that song.
It actually does happen.
You're too low.
They'll probably be getting up turning his amp down.
I know it does actually happen. I remember we were there one night. It was like a Rage Against the Machine tribute act, and there was a few boos, and I was like, what's going on here? And then there was something said to the lead singer, and then all of a sudden this guy just got up the stage, and I thought it was the engineer, and he just started turning the amps up. So there you go. There's my little
discerning crowd.
Yeah, so there you go. I'd say they'll enjoy it. And festival wise,
festival got a few. Knockin'.
Yes, that's a good one.
Playing the Bailey Bang down in Clonmel,
Tipperary,
and
I'd imagine Crow Black Chicken are probably playing at that event and to do a Clonmel. They seem to be on.
Yeah. So that should be really good. And then we're playing one in August, I think.
Ballinamore, is it?
Oh yeah, that's a big one. Yeah.
Crow Black Chicken are playing as well.
Coda Kid.
We're playing.
Yeah, we're also.
They're on next week here in the show.
Yeah, we're in Waterford on the 20th of July as well, down at Murphy's Bar, which should be very good.
Cool. And then you're obviously playing Dublin as well next Tuesday in Whelan's.
Yeah, playing with the King Kong Club. Well, not the King
Kong. What's it, Whelan's New Live or something like that? Yeah. They haven't really given it a name. It's just like turn up 3 good bands every week.
They're great. They're great guys for setting up gigs, for helping out.
And it's Tuesday nights, and like the King Kong Club, Hazel and Kieran always have a bit of a crowd in there, and it's always good to play to kind of, as we were saying, new crowd that you don't have to be getting your mates and family and friends in. And, you know
absolutely,
what I mean?
Yeah. No, it makes all the difference. And as they say themselves, like doing gigs at them, the home of enthusiasm.
Yeah, that's what it is.
People I've ever met.
Kieran Black is the most enthusiastic person I've ever met in my life. I'd be tired and you meet him and you just go away and you're just fine again. It's like he passes some sort of energy on to you.
It's kind of unnerving for like 4 people as negative as us.
Yeah.
Wow.
So busy summer, by all means, I suppose, is it?
Yeah. We'd be just. I think the best to look at is probably our gig guide on either salvitro.com or facebook.com/Sal Vitro. We have that updated all the time. We'll be doing,
and obviously just free downloads on your is it your SoundCloud? I think I robbed it off. Yeah,
on everything. SoundCloud. I think even MySpace.
Sorry, I didn't rob it. It was free.
It was free. Yeah.
Cool. So obviously after the album you'll be looking to do a bit of a tour as well, will you?
Yeah, well we will possibly have a tour going. Well, a half Irish tour going over the summer with we're trying to organise something with it's like ourselves, Crow Black Chicken, Kodak Kid, the band Beer and the Cold 100 to try and get a bit of a rock and roll road show going on.
Every one of those bands are actually doing the show this summer, which is cool. we're obviously onto something good.
Yeah, we get on, like they'd be the kind of the 4 bands that we get on with the best, and that would I suppose be similar to
I think it's a fair point to say that those guys and yourselves are probably the top bands in Dublin, kind of doing your genre, but in terms of your kind of genre, you know what I mean, of style of music, you know what I mean.
We've kind of noticed over the last year or so gigging that there is kind of a slight kind of rock bluesy scene.
It's great.
Kind of emerging.
It's brilliant.
With those type of bands, which is a good thing.
Because I suppose, remember, I think 2-3 years ago it was folk. Folk was huge. Obviously, because Mumford and Sons were doing, and there were so many Irish folk bands, and obviously, you know, Irish people are generally associated with folk music, but it was just a saturated market at one stage, and it's great to see, you know, kind of old rock coming back and blues rock coming back. So excellent stuff.
Rootsy.
Going to do another track. I'm delighted to say you're going to do 4 because it's a double header tonight, and I've so many things I want to ask you, and I need to take a breather every now and then. So you're going to do 4 tracks. Give me 2 seconds or because it's quite warm in the studio too here. It may as well be summer inside here. Never mind outside. What's this track called?
This one's called Cirque de Sleaze. For slow one.
It's not about transvestites. It's about sleazy people.
It's about going to Dublin night. It's about coppers. So there's probably a few transvestites.
Is it really about coppers?
Yeah.
That's the first kind of cool thing ever done with coppers. Okay, take it away, guys.
Roll up, the soul's back in town. Welcome to Cirque de Sleaze. Come for the dancing, come for the show. Once you're in, you never leave. Every Friday and Saturday until you die, you'll visit our house of horror. When we've punched your card 1,000 times, you'll be on the list tomorrow. Trade my soul for a steep drinking fight. Trade my soul for this recurring nightmare. So roll up, the show's back in town. Welcome to Cirque de Sleaze. Come for the dancing, come for the show. Once you're in, you never leave. You never leave. You charm the gorillas till they step aside and brand your skin without a smile. The bearded lady strips you of your clothes with a look she can't bother to hide. Time for refreshment, you think to yourself, before to our seats we retire. But the strong men are standing 3 deep at the bar, and the clowns have started drinking fire. Tread my soul for a steep drinking fight. Trade my soul for this recurring nightmare. So roll up, the show's back in town. Welcome to Cirque de Sleaze. Come for the dancing, come for the show. And once you're in, you'll never leave. Roll up, the show's back in town. I'm gonna get me some sleaze. Come for the dancing, come for the show. Once you're in, you'll never leave. You'll never leave.
It's actually quite scary. I just got to visualise a coppers. And that's not good. I could actually visualise just actually shooting the video in there, and just some sleazy bloke at the bar, chatting the women up.
That'd be Owie.
Yeah.
I was kind of laughing, but I wasn't laughing at the song. I was laughing at the lyrics in terms of it is so true. So there we go, world exclusive, a song about coppers that isn't cheesy. So yeah, coppers. Yeah, I suppose we're probably so uncool now after mentioning coppers so much in the last 2 or 3 minutes.
Gotta do something to remedy
You
that.
don't look
I
like
know
coppers types.
No. Been dragged there a few times though.
It's always yeah. Being dragged, yes.
Yeah.
I'll say.
You can't get a point anywhere else.
A likely story. I'm gonna agree with you on that one. Cirque de Sleaze is the name of the track, so you definitely have to do a video on coppers for that though.
Yeah, if they'd have us. I don't
I'd
know.
say
It's
they
a
would.
bit
They give you
it's
a
a bit
free
derogatory
drink.
towards coppers.
And you probably score, so
That's true.
there you go. Up here for thinking, down here for dancing. Speaking of which, cheesiness. Every band that comes on the show for the last 5.5 years, we ask 2 or 3 cheesy questions, and unfortunately you guys aren't exempt from it. So I don't know if every band that comes in, they're not actually that cheesy, but I think they are quite cheesy.
We love a bit of cheese.
Yes, as you just pointed out 2 minutes ago. Yeah. Let's talk about copper-faced jacks. So we kick it off with John. He's looking really nervous now. You're stuck on a desert island, with one of these little iPod shuffles. I think they're like 512 megabyte or something like that. Okay. And you're stuck there for 13 months. You've one album on that iPod shuffle. Can't be a compilation, best of, greatest hits, all that kind of sort of stuff. What would it be and why?
Can it be a live album?
It can.
Can.
Because there is some amazing... Probably two of my top 10 are definitely live albums.
I suppose, well, the car that I have on in the CD now is...
The car that you have on the CD?
Huh?
The car that you have on the CD?
Yeah, it's a great band.
Yes. That's a good name for a band. I'm going to write that down.
Cool Live at Leeds.
Oh, amazing.
That's one of the best live albums I've
Yes.
ever heard. And keep moving.
It's so raw though, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's the best thing about it.
You can hear mistakes in it, and you can hear like when it's a bit sloppy and all, but you know that they're having a bit of crack.
Is that the one you can actually hear the cymbal stand, one of the cymbals falling over or something on it?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
During the quick one while he's away, you know, the
Yeah.
mini opera,
Yeah.
He chose it, that's hilarious.
Very good. I mean,
can't go wrong.
that's a good answer. I like these kind of live. No one's actually said live in a while. I try and take notes of who says what. But,
We're
cool.
done now, aren't we?
Owen.
The album I would pick, I was just listening to today, Jimi Hendrix Electric Ladyland.
Oh, lovely.
Listen to that one day.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's so good.
You can't answer that one now.
So good.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, I suppose you're stuck on an island for 13 months, as we usually say. So Jimi Hendrix,
The best
plenty of
song
air guitar.
It's the Voodoo Child, not the Slight Return. It's the other one that's like 13 minutes long. It's
Yeah.
just guitar heaven.
That's the one he done at Woodstock in the '69. Wasn't it the same version?
Yeah, no, I don't know actually.
I think it is.
It's amazing.
Doesn't matter. Still an amazing
Yeah,
album.
still amazing, yeah.
Cool. Rourke.
Tin Lizzy live and dangerous.
Excellent.
I go for that. Yeah.
Obviously, being a bassist, something to do with that? No.
Actually, yeah. Good. I like good bass lines. No, it's great.
So you're a big Phil fan.
Yeah, definitely.
Cool. Simple but effective, as they say.
Keeping it Irish.
Josh?
I'm kind of going for a live one as well. Just an album that I've been listening to loads lately is this Ray Charles album.
Oh, very good.
Ray Charles live with the Count Basie Orchestra. I think it's just a good story behind it. It's just a Ray Charles gig, but the recordings of everything else was terrible apart from his vocals and his piano, and then this jazz orchestra just took those vocal tracks and put backing behind it.
Cool.
And then released
That's
it.
I haven't heard of that. It sounds really, really
check it
interesting.
out.
I do like Ray Charles. Yeah.
It's amazing. It's
Cool. I have to write these. I love writing these things down. I'm gonna go home tonight and download that. Pretty cool answer.
I gotta buy it.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh, legally iTunes. Jesus. Radio presenter. I can't be downloading music illegally. Stuff. Second one. We last three tonight because I'm in that kind of mood. We start with Josh. We go backwards. What's the most embarrassing song on your iPod? And it could be anything whatsoever. What, like if the lads found out, they would probably ridicule you for the next year.
Oh, there's probably loads on there.
Something that springs to mind.
I don't think I've any Brit.
I say he's a Beyonce man for some reason.
I have a bit of Wham on there.
Club Tropicana.
I don't even know what it is, but it's there.
I wouldn't really. That's not too bad. I like Wham. You wouldn't think it, but I do.
But I'm not as embarrassed then.
Rourke.
How's embarrassing? A song by a friend of mine, Dave Penny, called So Long Ago. It's terrible.
Cheese on toast. Cool. Alan?
Actually, I don't have an iPod, would you believe?
Oh, okay.
Still living in the Stone Age.
You have a mini disc player or a CD player?
Just a CD collection, but there is one CD that is in my collection. I don't know why it's there. It's a Creed album. Oh, it did. Oh, it did.
No, man.
I don't know why it's there. But
Told you. Look what I started.
But there you go. That's
Creed are all right. They're not. I wouldn't be like shouting it from the rooftops that I have it or anything. Like, I think I actually do have some Creed on myself.
Yeah.
John?
I suppose it would be maybe my collection of Gary Glitter songs. I don't really. I suppose I have a French version of Do the Bartman on it somewhere. In very deep.
That's cool.
French. That's cool. That's not embarrassing.
Alright, sorry.
I want to hear that. That's cool.
I'd actually change mine, and I'd say the most embarrassing I have is the very first EP that we did with Roadrunner.
Oh,
that is
God.
horrific.
Is it available anywhere?
Oh,
Or is
you
it?
don't want it? Nah,
It's hidden in a vault somewhere, is it?
desperate stuff.
Don't worry, I have it on my iPod actually, so I'm changing my answer as well.
I guarantee one of you have Jefferson Starship, We Built This City.
I don't.
That's, you know what? We were discussing this. This is a pub one, and everyone's saying everyone seems to have that. So these aren't that cool. These aren't that cool. We Built This City. It got voted one of the biggest anthems of all time.
Really?
Radio anthems. Yeah. It's so cheesy.
Yeah, thankful to say
it is
Yeah.
very radio friendly though. I
It
suppose.
is, yeah. But apparently it's one of the most. It's in terms of radio play, it's ridiculous. They must be like making millions on the royalties. There you go. Should write something really cheesy, like the one about coppers, Cirque de Sleaze.
That was the thinking behind it, man.
And last but not least, if you could tour with any band, who would it be and why? They could be, dead, live, insane. Could be even an imaginary band. Start with John. He's thinking. That's why I'm picking you first.
I suppose I'll go with the Who again, because I read Keith Moon's biography, and by the sounds of it, the things that they got up to,
Nothing to do with the music, absolutely all the partying.
all the partying, all the cherry bombs in the toilets, sounds like good old crack. Good clean fun. And good clean fun.
This is great. We're coming up with some great band names tonight, purely because John is just getting stuff mixed up. Owen?
I would go with Rory Gallagher.
Excellent.
Absolutely, yeah. Jeez, imagine learning guitar off him.
Well, you heard what Jimi Hendrix said about him, didn't you?
Yeah. Is that true though?
It is. It was in Rolling Stone magazine. Yeah. And I thought it was a spoof, and I've looked everywhere, and I was actually looking. Apparently, it was recorded on tape, and you can download it somewhere.
Really?
What is it exactly you said?
So what's it like? What's your man? The main guy that used to be right for Rolling Stone. He was like really, really famous, and he died there about 2 years ago. He asked Jimmy, "So what's it like to be the greatest guitarist in the world?" And he goes, "So why are you asking me? You'd have to ask Rory Gallagher that." And like, there you go. Just says it all.
Yeah, apparently, he was a very humble man as well. So.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, I'd really like to tour with him. Definitely.
I know a fella who actually saw him in, the Carlton Cinema there on O'Connell Street.
Oh yeah.
They played a gig in there and the seats were still in.
I think my dad was at that actually.
Yeah, apparently it was like the best gig Taste ever done.
Yeah.
There you go.
Amazing. We're living in the wrong times.
Well, I'm excited, especially in Dublin at the moment. You know what I mean? There's some great bands coming through it.
Improving, all right, isn't it? Yeah.
Rourke, he's thinking. Better be good.
It's cheesy, but I don't really care. The original Guns N' Roses, definitely like.
Yeah, I'd say it was interesting. I have to say, I'm not going to lie, I can't stand the new lineup. It's terrible. 13 years and how many million?
What you make him not turning up at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Was that a bit?
It was predictable. I'm not going to lie, it was predictable.
But that's what I mean, actually.
Yeah, he doesn't do it.
I think Slash is. I tell you, Slash is meant to be one of the nicest people I've ever met. Like, you know what I mean? Apparently, he's really down. Like you're saying, quite humble as well.
Yeah.
But it was kind of predictable that Axl wasn't going to turn up. I think.
Yeah.
He's only
ego mania.
He was killed 20 years ago.
No, you're getting confused.
Yeah. You're rubbing off on me, buddy.
Josh, Roadrunner.
Good God, no. I think I go. Well, it's just got listening to him a lot at the moment as well. Billy Preston, fifth Beatle. Well, because he's an absolutely amazing musician, but he also got kicked off of Rolling Stones for a tour for taking too many drugs. Like, he must be an absolute maniac.
He must be like hooked up to like a drip or something. The drugs, you know. Yeah. To be kicked off a Rolling Stones tour for doing drugs is just. Yeah,
I just think he'd have some good stories to tell.
Absolutely.
But he's an amazing musician as well.
Cool, good answer.
Yeah, listening to him a lot at the moment, so it's probably go for him.
See,
it changes all the time.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, a lot of bands say the Who, funny enough, and the Stones. Yeah, purely for the antics, as opposed. Well, the music is interesting too. So
yeah, the Who'd be up there definitely. Yeah.
See, they're not that cheesy, are they? You kind of have to think about them, and you don't want to sound like too nerdy or too kind of. Oh no, did I say that?
Yeah, no, I absolutely love the Who. Like,
yeah. But, I don't mean the Who, but just the questions in general.
Oh yeah,
they're not really cheesy questions.
We prepare.
Cool. Well, thanks very much for answering our cheesy questions so honestly, and a few interesting answers. Obviously, you're going to play us out with a track in a second. You can find out your information at salvitro.com, youtube.com/Sal Vitro Music. That's correct. MySpace.com. Do you use MySpace?
Not really.
Okay.
Facebook.com/.
And obviously, if you want to download the single, which It's Not Love, it's on SoundCloud. As I said, I robbed it off. I think I got it from the website.
Yeah, it's on all the. It's SoundCloud, Facebook, the website, MySpace.
And check out the video.
Yeah,
chicks with crowbars. Amazing. There you go. That's the next song. See, I'm giving you ideas here. I want some credit. So, and you're playing obviously with the band Beer tomorrow night in the Gypsy Rose Cafe on Aston Keek. I think it's Aston Keek.
Yeah, it's Aston Keek.
Yeah, and that kicks off at 8.
9, I think. 9. I'm not actually sure what time we're on stage.
Get in early because you don't want to miss it.
Yeah,
and it's just yourself and the band Beer.
It's just the two of us, yeah. So it'll be good long sets by both of us.
Rock and roll at its best.
Yeah,
excellent
it
stuff.
should be a brilliant one now. I'm really looking forward to playing with the lads again. And again, anyone who hasn't checked them out, either do it because
yes, we really want to get them on the show. Myself and Alan are going to be fighting over who's going to interview them because I think it might be a double header. We might have to both in.
Oh, definitely.
Because I think it'd be a bit mad.
Any man who plays the triangle like that,
yes,
deserves.
Exactly.
They probably trash the place. I'm hoping they trash the place. You know?
Jazz, flute, and triangle in a rock.
Yeah, brilliant.
But it works, and as I said, they're going in some formats since was it '68?
Yeah,
so
that's
there you
amazing,
go.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Cool.
Great band.
Well, thanks a million, guys, for coming in. Absolute pleasure, and best of luck with everything. And hopefully, when you have the album out, you'll send us in a copy. Hint, and maybe you'll drop in for an old chat and plug it, and we'll play a few songs off it. Have you got a title on it yet, or is it still untitled?
The album?
Yeah.
It's untitled, yeah. We're still struggling with naming the songs, like, you know.
Should run a competition or something, you know. Name our album.
Yeah.
I think Cirque de Sleaze would be actually a good title for the album.
We're kind of thinking that, alright, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
See.
I was.
I am the band.
So you're going to play us out with the single "It's Not Love," available, as I said, from the website for free, which is absolutely fantastic.
Everything's free on the website.
Excellent. Sal Vitro, thanks very much. Take it away, guys.
Thanks a million.
Day dawn is 6 in the morning and I've been awake for days. High flying, no need for crying, just roll on with the craze. Crazy feeling, I stopped believing all I thought was true. A flashback in skull starts to crack and my mind turns back to you. But I won't shed no tear for you, I ain't one to chase. You lick my lips and bit my heart and then scratch right through my face. You're a beautiful disgrace, and it's not love that I'm dreaming of. And it's not love, but I got enough. And it's not love that I've been dreaming of. It's not love, it's not love, it's not love. Born lazy, all pretty hazy, but I didn't make the move. Seduced, I felt pretty loose and kept it right on with the groove. Blood stained, but I can't be blamed, and you didn't seem to mind. A cold summer out, but it wasn't love I was hoping to find. And I won't shed no tear for you, I ain't one to chase. Lick my lips and bit my heart and then scratch right through my face. You're a beautiful disgrace, and it's not love that I'm dreaming of. And it's not love, but I got enough. And it's not love that I've been dreaming of. It's not love, it's not love, it's not love. Every little single piece of me, and then you send me on my way. I'll have my bittersweet revenge, and I'll be back someday. But I won't shed no tear for you, I ain't one to chase. You lick my lips and bit my heart, and then scratch right through my face. You're a beautiful disgrace, and it's not love that I'm dreaming of. And it's not